Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Guys, Tuesday night, tonight at 8 o'clock, we're going to be doing our Talking Jets panel. We're going to be talking all the Jets news, including the Robby Anderson signing. So let's get right into it. Robby Anderson has signed a 2-year deal with the Carolina Panthers for two years, $20 million, $12 million going in the first year. That's bittersweet. I don't like it. I think the Jets should have matched this deal. I said it before, Tyrell Williams last year got 4 years, $44 million from the Raiders to be the number 2 wide receiver there. I felt Robby probably earned that. God, $10 million a year. I would have gone up to 12. I really would have. And to lose out on the $2 million, I think is a mistake. That sort of sucks. I'm not real happy with this move right now. Now, Robby Anderson, heading back to the Panthers. He's going back to play with his former college head coach from Temple, Matt Rule, as well as his former quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, that he spent time with in the 2018 preseason with the New York Jets. So I think both those things played a factor in this move. I wonder if there were some hurt feelings. I think Robby probably took the most money that was offered to him. I want to know what the Jets offered, but I don't think Robby would have turned down a higher offer from the Jets. Say the Jets were going to give him 2 years, $22 million or something. I think we offered something similar to what this contract was, and it's frustrating because I think we should have got it done. We should have locked in our own guy. Now, this leaves us with Enunwa, Crowder, Vincent Smith, and Josh Doxson as wide receivers. Not the best stable considering Enunwa's injury history. Crowder is a slot receiver. I like what I've seen from Vincent Smith. I think he still has a lot to show, but I'm looking forward to seeing what he has. Doxson, not too excited about. Bright sides of the offense, we have Herndon and Griffin, a really nice tight end tandem, as well as Le'Veon Bell. So it's not like the offense is completely bare without weapons. But losing Robby Anderson, someone who is able to take the top off of an offense, is not good, and I would have liked to have seen him brought back. I think continuity with Sam would have been really big. I'm not a fan of this move. As far as replacements go, in the free agent market, I think you could see the Jets look at Brashad Perriman. That's who I'd like to look at first. He's the wide receiver from Tampa Bay. 1 inch shorter than Robby Anderson, 25 pounds heavier, runs a faster 40 than Robby Anderson. He ran a 4.2, Robby ran a 4.3. So I think you could go in that direction. He came on real strong at the end of last year, and you know what? I'd roll the dice on him. He's someone that I actually would have liked anyway. I sort of didn't think Robby was going to come back until recently. I thought over the last week, I sort of hyped myself up thinking Robby was going to come back. But I'm okay with getting Brashad Perriman. I think you could get him for cheaper, and I think he could be just as good as Robby given the chance. You could look at DeMarcus Robinson, receiver from the Kansas City Chiefs, number 4 receiver. Basically the fifth option on a team with a lot of weapons. You had Kelsey, Hill, Watkins. I'm losing track of the other name right now, but he sat behind everyone on that team. And when he played in the beginning of the year, it seemed like he did real well. He's not really a direct replacement for Robby because he doesn't have the speed that Robby has, but he was used as a deep threat, even though he's only a 4.5 40. But I feel like he plays pretty quick. I think you get him for pretty cheap. He's 25 years old, so he's younger than Robby. I do think the Jets have an interesting option. And it's something that we sort of talked about a little while ago with the trade market, and that's Odell Beckham Jr. And the Browns and him seem like it could be heading towards a split up. Odell has expressed interest in coming back to New York, not for the Giants, but to play for the Jets. So what would it take to get Odell? I would give up a 3rd-round pick. I think if you get as high as a 2nd-round pick, I start to shy away because I think we could get a really good receiver in the 2nd round, and I think Odell's hurt a lot, and I don't necessarily trust him to stay healthy. His contract's not bad. It would be about $12 million a year because they would eat the signing bonus. They being the Browns. The Jets would be on the hook for $12 million a year or so. Odell. That's where I would like to go with a 3rd-round pick. I would give up either one of these 3rd-round picks because I think Robby Anderson signing his contract with the Panthers and $12 million being in the first year, you could see a compensation pick coming towards the Jets. It's not going to be this year. It would be next year. It would be the 2021 draft. But I think you could see the Jets get a 3rd-round pick for him, so the pick you wind up giving up for Odell, if it is a 3rd-round pick, doesn't sting quite as much. If it's a second round pick, I probably shy away from that, and I probably look towards the draft, which if we're talking about the draft, even if I get Odell, if I got Odell for a third, I would still take a receiver in the second round. Now, if you're looking exclusively at the draft, the top at number 11, I really wanted to go tackle, but maybe this makes you consider wide receiver a little bit more strongly. CeeDee Lamb is who I really have been kind of repping this entire offseason. I really like him a lot. I don't think you go wrong with Jerry Jeudy or Henry Ruggs. They both kind of do a little bit different, style-wise compared to Lamb. I think Lamb is more of like a Hopkins-style receiver. He's the one that I would prefer the most. I think he's the hardest type of receiver to find. I think you could find someone with a little bit more speed later in the draft. I think I still want the Jets to go tackle at 11, wide receiver in the second. If you can trade for Odell, great. You don't have to worry about one of your wide receiver positions at this point. But man, losing Robby doesn't feel good, especially for this kind of contract. I feel like it was a very reasonable contract that the Jets could have matched. Little bit of a shot in the gut. I think we can rebound. Add Brashad Perriman, draft a receiver in the second round. I'd be really happy. Same with Odell in the second round. But let me know what you guys think down below. How do you feel about Robby Anderson signing with the Panthers? Don't forget to tune in tonight for the Talking Jets panel. We're going to be taking all your phone calls and answering some questions about wide receivers and everything else that's going on with the free agency period. So let me know what do you think down below in the comments. And as always, go Jets. Jets!